Hello, everybody. Right now, it is New Year's Eve. Tomorrow is going to be 2025. For context, I'm an individual who is from a place called the 90s. So, 2025, that's some future nonsense right there, and I don't know how to process that. But getting away from that, I want to take a quick second. So, if you sit with me for just a second here, I want to talk very quickly about the new year, about accountability, and how that ties in to purpose. So just follow along with us for just a moment. Hopefully, you'll appreciate this. So as we go into 2025, you're going to see a lot of people posting about their New Year's resolutions. They're getting gym memberships. They're starting that diet. They're gonna start reading X amount of books this year, and that's all well and good, and that's great, and it's great to be motivated going into the new year. But that motivation is going to peter out and go off completely if it's not something that A, you're holding yourself accountable for, and B, if it's not really tied into necessarily your purpose, your driving force, your heart's not going to necessarily be in it 100%. So one of my goals, as a for instance, one of the things I want to do this year, and I really want to kind of make strides towards, is working on getting towards publishing my second children's book. A year ago, I wrote my children's book, my second one, and I even wrote the first draft of my third, and that's great. But I let it sit stagnant. I let it sit dormant and just not do anything with it. So this year, I want to make some strides towards final editing of the manuscript and finding an illustrator and getting the second book illustrated. So that'll be the two goals this year I'm going to work towards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold myself accountable and say these are things I need to do, these are steps I need to take, and I need to actually go towards that. I wrote that book a year ago, and the second book and the third book, and I kind of let everything else dictate how the rest of my year went. I didn't sit down when I should have to make those efforts to publish that book. I let kind of all these other things come into my life and just roll with the rest of the year. But this year is going to be a year where I hold myself accountable. And what I'm asking is that you take a second and you hold yourself accountable for what you are trying to accomplish, the goals you're trying to accomplish. Also take a second to hold me accountable. I'm asking to be held accountable for my vision and for my purpose and for my goals. And if we are able to positively hold each other accountable and say, hey, you're trying to do this thing, how's that going? What do you need to do next? What do you need to do next? That's all any of us need. We don't need someone else to do it for us. Sometimes we just need that little push, or that person asking the question, where are you at in the process of your goal? And you need a little bit of that motivation. So this year, make this a year where you hold yourself accountable for the things you want to do and your goals, but also take a second to hold other people accountable for their goals as well. We all find your accountability buddy and just crush this year. 2025 could go two ways. It could go completely south and everything could fall apart and it's going to be horrible. Or it could be the year where you kick butt, you meet all your goals, or at least half of them. And even meeting half your goals is so much better than starting something, getting to a certain point 2 months in, fizzling out, and then going in reverse. So make this a year for sure you don't go in reverse. Make this the year that you hold yourself accountable. So 2025, the year of accountability for doing great things and fulfilling your purpose. So love you all. Have a great New Year's Eve. take a few minutes to kind of really think about what you want your goals to be for this upcoming year, and let's all meet them together. There you go. Future Talk.